people are joining late today. Anyways, that's okay. Try to join on time. Okay. Yes, good morning, students. Yes, Lakshana. Yes, Lakshana, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Lakshana. How are you? Lakshana, you are from which place? I forgot it.
Chennai, ma'am.
Chennai. Okay. Chennai in which area you are staying?
Parthipet.
Parthipet. Oh, okay. I was there in Chennai till my 7th standard in T Nagar. I was there in T Nagar till when I was 12 years, I relocated to Calicut, Kerala. Till that, I was in Chennai with my family.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, students. So I think we can start the session. So once again, good morning to all. Okay, hope you are all doing good. Okay, so we can start the session now. In the last class, we studied what are verbs, what are the types of verbs, the three types of verbs like transitive verbs, intransitive verbs, and transitive verbs, intransitive verbs, and finite verbs, right? And we also learned what is regular and irregular verbs. What is meant by regular verbs and what are irregular verbs? We have also seen that, right? So today we are going to discuss adverbs. So I have already given an introduction to adverbs in the previous class, but this is a very small topic. So actually after discussing adverbs, we will start tenses today. After adverbs, we are going to start the tenses. Okay, because we know what is a noun, what is a pronoun, what is a verb. Okay, and if you are also thorough with adverbs, then we can start tenses. Fine. Okay, so now let's look what are adverbs. Adverbs is, as I have mentioned, it is the fifth part of speech. In some books you will learn it as fourth part of speech or something, but basically we study this as the fifth part of speech. Because if we study in the order noun, pronoun, verb, adjective and adverb, adverb comes in the fifth place, right? So adverb is in the fifth place. Sometimes we also study like that, noun, pronoun, verb, adverb and adjective. So at that time it will become the fourth place, but according to our classes, this is the fifth part of speech because we already studied adjectives. So adverb is in the fifth place now. Okay, what are adverbs? Have you heard of this term adverb? Have you heard of this term? Yes, Kavya Risen. What are adverbs?
The words that tell about verbs.
The verbs that tell about verbs. Okay, telling means in what way? In what way
Um,
does it tell?
like like fast, slow.
You mean the verbs, the words that describe verbs, right?
Yes,
The
ma'am. Yes,
words
ma'am.
that describe verbs are called adverbs. Good, okay. So I know that you understood what is the meaning, but you are not able to deliver it properly. That's okay. Okay, so you can see that adjectives are used to describe nouns, right? Adjectives are used to describe nouns or pronouns. But adverbs are used to describe verbs. See, nouns and pronouns are described using adjectives. He is beautiful, she is beautiful, he is handsome. Okay, so you are describing nouns and pronouns using adjectives. Appa somebody should be there to describe verbs also, right? Verb describe பண்றதுக்கும் யாராவது வேணும். So it is in this place that adverbs are used. So adverbs are words that are mainly used to describe verbs, but not only verbs. Adverbs are more powerful than adjectives. Adverbs are more powerful than adjectives. Do you know why? Anybody? Adverbs are more powerful than adjectives. Powerful in the sense it has more features. It has more peculiarities or qualities. Because adjectives can describe only nouns and pronouns. Adjectives can describe only nouns and pronouns, but adverbs can describe verbs, adjectives, and another adverb in a sentence. I repeat, adjectives can describe only nouns and pronouns in a sentence. Nouns and pronouns மட்டும்தான் adjectives describe பண்ண முடியும். But adverbs அப்படி இல்லை. Adverbs can describe verbs. Adverbs can describe adjectives. ஒரு adjective adverb describe பண்ண முடியும். So adverb can describe verbs, adjectives, and another adverb in a sentence. If there are two adverbs in a sentence, imagine that there are two adverbs in a sentence. One adverb will describe the another adverb in the sentence. So which is more powerful? Which is more powerful? Adverbs or adjectives? Come on guys, you have to answer. Yes, Pratika?
Adverb, ma'am.
Adverbs are more powerful. Yes, adverbs are more powerful than adjectives. Powerful in the sense, what I mean, these words have more properties. Adverbs have more properties. They have more responsibilities. Adjectives விட adverbsக்கு responsibilities அதிகம். Okay, so that is why I call them more powerful. Okay, now let's see, what is an adverb? An adverb is a part of speech that helps in modifying or qualifying a verb in a sentence. Adverbs can also describe adjectives and other adverbs in a sentence. Okay, so an adverb is a part of speech that helps in describing or modifying or qualifying. All these are of the same meaning only. Describing, modifying, qualifying, all these have the same meaning. What do they describe? A verb. They describe or modify a verb in a sentence. Adverbs can also describe adjectives and other adverbs in a sentence. Okay, so we have some examples here. The first one is, the man runs fast. Okay, so here you can see the man is the subject. Runs is the verb, the action. How is he running? He is running fast. How does he run? He runs fast. So fast is the adverb here because it is describing the verb runs. What is the man doing? What does the man do? He runs. How does he run? Fast. We never use the word fastly. Okay? Many children use the word fastly, but there is no word called fastly. It is only fast. Okay. Fastly அப்படி எழுதுறது வந்து தப்பு. அப்படி ஒரு வேர்ட் கிடையாது. Fast அவ்வளவுதான் எழுதக்கூடும். சரியா? So the man runs fast. So fast is the adverb here. Next, the birds fly high. Okay. So what are the birds doing? What is the verb here? Can somebody answer?
Fly is a verb.
Fly is a verb. Very good. And what is the adverb here?
High.
High. Okay. So fly, that is the action done by the birds. And how does it fly? High. The birds fly high. So high is the another adverb. Students wrote the exam quickly. Okay, so students wrote the exam. So the action is wrote, past tense of write. How did they write? Quickly. So quickly is the adverb here. Next is, the athlete stood steadily. Who is an athlete? Who is an athlete?
Runner.
Runner. A runner or a sports person is called an athlete. Okay. So the athlete stood steadily. So stood is the past tense of stand. So that is the action, verb. Okay. The athlete stood. How did he stand? Steadily. So steadily is the adverb here. Next is, we frequently visit the beach. So what is the action here? Can anybody answer?
Ma'am, visit.
Visit. Very good. Visit is the action here. And how do you visit? Frequently. Yes, frequently. Frequently means அடிக்கடி. அப்பப்ப தோணும் போதெல்லாம் போறது. We frequently visit the beach. What is the opposite of frequently? எப்போவாது போறது. What is the opposite of frequently?
Rare.
Rarely. Rarely. Very good. Frequently, rarely. Or you can also tell seldom. Seldom is another word for rarely. Okay, or hardly, hardly, rarely, seldom. These three are of the same meaning only. Okay, so these are some adverbs that we are using in commonly in our sentences. So fast, high, quickly, frequently, steadily, readily, etc. Okay, now let's check. An adverb tells more about a verb in a sentence. Okay, so we have some examples here. Yes, can somebody read these examples? Who is ready to read? Okay,
Mom, can
Kavini.
I?
Who is that? Okay, Pratika.
Uh,
Yes, Pratika, I will give you the chance in the next slide, okay? How are you,
yes,
Pratika?
ma'am.
It's been a long time since we met.
Yes, ma'am. I'm good, ma'am.
Last week, she's birthday, ma'am.
Her
Last
birthday.
part.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
okay. Even before last class also you were not there, right?
she's not well, ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay. How is she now?
Fine, ma'am. Fine.
Okay, okay, okay. I really missed Pratika in the last two classes. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, yes, Pratika, you can read in the next slide. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, Kamini, you can read the sentences now. Yeah.
Written, ma'am.
Yeah, the sentences, examples.
The fire engine runs fast. Listen to his speech carefully. I browse the web frequently. It rained hard. We visit our parents rarely.
Very good. Okay, so here you can see the fire engine runs fast. So fast is an adverb here. Listen to his speech carefully. So I am asking you to listen to somebody's speech. How am I asking you to listen? Carefully. So carefully is an adverb. I browse the web frequently. Okay, what is meant by browsing? Searching. Okay, and what is web? What is web?
Action word.
No, no, web na என்னது? What is web? Website or internet. Basically, we understand it as internet, right? We consider it as the internet. Just a minute. Yes, so web is nothing but website, or to understand easily, we can call it the internet. So I browse the web frequently. Here the action is browse, not web. Browse is the action. Okay, so I browse the web frequently. So I'm doing an action, excuse me. So I browse the web frequently. So I am browsing. How do I browse? I browse frequently. Just a minute, I got a bad cold. Yes, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Okay. So I browse the web frequently. So here browse is the verb and frequently is the adverb. Next is it rained hard. So rained is the verb and hard is the adverb. What does mean by raining hard? Rained hard. What does it mean?
கனத்த மழை.
Kanatha Malai, or you can also call heavy rains, right? So heavy rains, you might have known that in Kerala it was heavily raining for the last 1 month, okay, and also a place called Wayanad was badly affected by the landslides. Okay, so it was the result of hard rains or heavy rains. Okay, next is we visit our parents rarely. So we visit is the verb and rarely is the adverb. Got it? So now we are going to check. Now you have understood how adverbs describe verbs. Now we are going to check how adverbs are going to tell more about an adjective in a sentence. Okay, this is really interesting. Okay, an adverb tells more about an adjective in a sentence. Let's see how. Okay, Pratika, please read the examples.
Yes, ma'am. The news is very surprising. Nature is really amazing. The coffee is extremely hot, so be careful. It was really surprised to hear from you. The house is so constructed.
Beautifully constructed. Okay.
Beautifully constructed. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay, so here you can see the news is very surprising. Okay, so first I am describing the news to be surprising. I will just give one example so that you will be able to identify from the second sentence what are the adjectives and adverbs. You can do it yourself. In the first sentence, the news is surprising. So surprising is the adjective because I am describing the news. How is it surprising? Very surprising. How is it surprising? Very surprising. So here surprising is an adjective and very is an adverb. So what I am doing, adjective is already a describing word. Over the adjective, I am again describing that adjective with the adverb, with an adverb. Already adjective நாலே describing word தான். அதுக்கு மேல மறுபடியும் நான் ஒரு describing word use பண்றேன், that is the adverb. Okay, so adverb can describe adjectives also. Okay, so the next one is nature is really amazing. So I want you to identify the adjective and adverb. Adverbs you can identify easily because I have darkened it. Okay. Yes, Kavi Arsan, what is the adjective first?
It's amazing.
Amazing. And what is the adverb?
Really.
Really. Very good. So amazing is an adjective. Nature is really amazing. So really is an adverb. Okay. Next is, yeah, who can do the next one? Yes, Kadiravan. Yeah, the coffee is extremely hot, so be careful. What is the adjective here?
Ma'am, hot.
Hot. Hot is the adjective. And what is the adverb?
Extremely.
Extremely hot. Okay, ரொம்ப சுடுது. Okay, coffee ரொம்ப சூடா இருக்கு. Coffee சூடா இருக்குன்னா சூடுங்கிறது adjective. ரொம்ப சூடா இருக்கு. Very hot அப்படிங்கிறது தான் extremely hot. Instead of always writing the word very, 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 you can learn some new words also. Okay. If you are very angry, then you can tell I am furious. If you are very irritated, you can tell I am frustrated. So அந்த மாதிரி instead of using the word very every time, you can use some alternatives. Okay, so extremely means very. Okay, so extremely is the adverb here. Next is I was really surprised to hear from you. So what is the adverb and adjective here? Anybody? Yes, Pratika.
Adjective is surprised
Hmm.
and adverb is really.
Good, good, very good, very good. Pratika, now you are moving to third standard, right?
No, ma'am, I am in sixth.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you are moving to sixth, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so are the schools functioning now or is it a vacation?
No, it's functioning.
It's functioning. Okay, fine. Okay, okay. So next is the house is so beautifully constructed. Okay, Arun Kumar, can you try this?
Beautifully is adjective,
Mm.
so is an adverb.
Adverb, very good. So beautifully constructed. So is an adverb. Okay, you look so smart. You look so beautiful. You look so amazing. Okay, so some song also released in the recent times. So beautiful, so amazing, so cute, just looking like a wow. அப்படியெல்லாம் சொல்லி ஒரு reels கூட நிறைய வந்தது. Okay, so is an adverb. Got it? Fine. Now finally we are going to check how an adverb can modify another adverb in sentences. Just like adverbs described adjectives, how adverb can describe another adverb? One adverb describing another adverb. This is also an interesting task. Okay, so somebody can read the examples for me. Anybody new who can do it? Lakshana, can you try?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Lakshana.
It rains very hard. Computer run much faster these days. I clean my room less frequently because I am busy. I visit my grandparents very frequently. This mobile phone is much expensive than the other one. Anu works more fast than Manu. The, the exam was little difficult than the earlier one.
Very good, thank you. So here you can see in the first example, it rains very hard. Okay, so I already told you hard is sometimes an adjective, sometimes it is an adverb. It rains hard. So hard is actually an adverb only. How does it rain? Very hard. So very hard is the first adverb, very is the second adverb. Hard is an adverb only because it describes the verb called rains. So hard is the first adverb, very is the second adverb. Now moving to the second example. Computers run much faster these days. Okay. The action here is run. How do they run? Faster. So faster is one adverb. Again I am describing this adverb to be much faster. So faster is adverb number 1 and much is adverb number 2. So adverb male adverb. Okay. Next is I clean my room less frequently because I am busy. Okay. So what is the first adverb and second adverbs here? What are the
Frequent,
first?
frequently அப்புறம் yes.
Frequently. Okay, what is the first adverb? You have to tell like that. What is the first adverb and second adverb? Arun Kumar, first adverb and second adverb அப்படி எடுத்து சொல்லுங்க.
First adverb frequently அப்புறம் second adverb less.
Okay, instead of telling apram, you can tell and, right? Instead of telling apram, you can try using and. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
so frequently is the first adverb, less is the second adverb. Okay, next one. I visit my grandparents very frequently. Yes. So who can do this? Kavini, yeah.
Frequently is first adverb and very is second adverb, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Next is for Kaviyarasan. This mobile phone is much expensive than the other one.
Ma'am, first adverb is expensive. Second adverb is much.
Very good, very good. Next is Lakshana, you can do. Anu works more fast than Manu.
First adverb is fast and second adverb is more.
Very good, very good. And Pratika, you can do the last one. The exam was little difficult than the earlier one.
Difficult is first adverb.
Pratika, I can't hear you. Your voice is so feeble.
Difficult is first adverb. Little is second adverb.
Very good, very good. Now you are audible. Okay, fine. So this is how an adverb can modify adjectives, verbs and some other adverbs in sentences. Okay, so this is all about the topic adverbs. This is a very small topic. Okay, I have taken only 20 minutes to complete this topic. So finally, we will just go through some commonly used adverbs. Commonly, adjectives can be changed to adverbs by adding ly. So generally, no, adjectives you can form adverbs just by adding ly. By adding ly, you can form adverbs. Okay, so we have a list here. Slow, slowly. Slow is an adjective. From that, you are getting the adverb slowly by adding ly. Heavy, heavily. So from heavy, you are getting heavily. Quick, quickly. Steady, steadily. frequent, frequently, rare, rarely, bare, barely, strong, strongly, clear, clearly, honest, honestly, soft, softly, ready, readily, happy, happily, and easy, easily. Okay, so you can see in the last three words, the words are adjectives are ending with Y. Ready, happy, and easy. These three words are ending in Y. So how to convert them into adjectives? I'm sorry, adverbs. First, that Y is removed and you are adding I. That Y is removed and you are adding I. And then you are adding ly. Okay, Y has to be removed for words that end with Y. And then you have to add I and then ly comes. Yes, Pratika, do you have any doubts?
Mom, I don't have any doubts. Like,
Yes, me.
it is also with heavy and steady.
Heavy, steady, yes, yes, of
Yeah.
course. Heavy, heavily, and steady, steadily. We do the same thing. Like we will just remove the Y and we will add ly. Right, very good. Good examples. Actually, I thought of not giving it because already I have given these much examples, right? Okay. Okay, so can somebody read these words for me once again? Let me call, I will call out the name. I will call out Prekshana. Can you read it? Yeah.
Slow, slowly, heavy, heavily, quick, quickly, steady, steadily, frequent, frequently, real, really, bear,
Rare,
barely.
rare. It's not rare, rare.
Okay, miss. Rare, really,
No,
bar,
no,
barely,
it's rare, rarely. Okay.
far, rarely.
Ah.
Strong, strongly, clear, clearly, honest, honestly, soft, softly, ready, ready, readily, happy, happily, easy, easily.
Good, good. Okay. So here, what is the meaning of the word bear? Bear. B-A-R-E. It is a negative word. We have learned this in the list of negative words. Rarely, barely, scarcely. What is meant by barely? Does anyone remember? Of course, you have to remember because you are attending the classes, right? Definitely, you should remember.
ஹலோ மிஸ்.
Yes, hello.
ஹலோ, என் பேர் அரியரன். ரேர்லிக்கு அர்த்தம் கிடைக்கிறது கஷ்டம்ன்ற மிஸ்.
Okay. Barely அப்படின்னா என்னது? What is barely? Okay. நீங்க where are you from, கண்ணா? உன்னோட பேர் என்ன?
ஏ அரியரன்.
அரியவன். Okay. Where are you from?
பாடி புதுநகர்.
எங்க இருந்து? விருதுநகரா?
பாடி புதுநகர்.
அது எங்க இருக்கு? Where is it?
பாடி புதுநகர் எங்க இருக்கீங்க?
விருதுநகர். விருதுநகர்.
ட்ரிபிள்
Okay.
மாஸ்டர் மிஸ்.
Okay. 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 Are you attending for the first time?
எஸ் மிஸ்.
Okay. Okay. Attend our classes. Okay. We will speak in English. Sometimes we will bring Tamil also. Okay. First கொஞ்சம் first கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். அப்புறமா you will be easily able to understand. Okay.
ஓகே மிஸ்.
Okay. Okay. So here you can see that some words are barely. Yes, Kaviyarasan.
மிஸ் ஹார்ட்லி அந்த மாதிரி
பேர்னா எதுவும் இல்லாம காலியா இருக்கிறது.
காலியா இருக்கிறது. எஸ், barely means like I walked with bare foot அப்படின்னா செப்பல் இல்லாம நடக்கிறது, bare foot. இந்த சபரிமலைக்கெல்லாம் மாலை போட்டவங்கள பார்த்துருப்பீங்க, ரைட்? They will walk without slippers. Some people, not everyone. Nowadays people are wearing chappals and shoes and all because they have to go to the office, they have to go to schools and colleges. But some devotees, they will be ardent devotees. So they won't even wear any slippers. Okay, so without wearing slippers, if you stand, it means that you are standing in a bare foot. Standing on a bare foot. Okay. Yes, Kavini was telling something. Sorry.
மேம் இட் இஸ் சிமிலியர் டு ரேர்லி.
Similar to no, not similar to rarely. Rarely அப்படின்னா வந்து ரொம்ப என்ன சொல்றது, எப்போவாச்சும், ரொம்ப ரேரா. எப்போவாச்சும் போகிறது, எப்போவாச்சும் பண்ணுறது, அது வந்து rarely. Barely means to be equal to empty. Okay, if I tell I barely have 100 rupees with me, அப்படின்னா என்கிட்ட கஷ்டியா 100 ரூபாய் தான் இருக்கு. கஷ்டியும் போலியா நம்ம சில டைம்ல என்கிட்ட 100 ரூபாய் கஷ்டியா இருக்கு. 100 ரூபாய் இருக்கான்னு கூட தெரியல. I don't know even if I have 100 rupees, maybe 80 90 கூட இருக்கலாம். I barely have 100 rupees or I barely have some water in my bottle. So rarely is different from barely. Understand the difference, okay? Rarely means எப்போவாச்சும். I rarely go to beach. I rarely go to temples. Likewise. Barely means to be almost empty. Clear? So this is all about adverbs. Okay, that's it. So any doubts in this section? I told you, right, I will complete this topic very quickly. So as I promised, I have completed. This is a very easy topic, that's why. Any doubts in adverbs?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Suguna, what was your name? I forgot.
Latisha, miss.
Latisha. Okay, okay. Do you have any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. So then shall we start the new topic then? Shall we move to
Ma'am.
tenses?
ஓகே மிஸ்.
Okay, okay, fine. So if you are ready, then we can move to tenses. Okay. So what is meant by tense? Let me ask you this question first. Most people will know the answer, but still, what is meant by a tense?
Ma'am, column.
Sorry, Kavir sir.
Ma'am, time.
Time. Tense means time. Okay. Any other answers? Any other answers? Tense means generally time. Okay. Tense அப்படினாலே it means time only. Okay. So time is not just about clock time. Time we regularly check every day by using a clock. By looking at a clock, we can know the time. By looking at our watch, you can know the time. That time is called clock time. That is the exact time. Whereas காலம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, டைம்ங்கிறதுலயே வந்து ரெண்டு இருக்கு. காலம் is actually tenses. Okay. So what is meant by tense? Tense means time. And tense refers to the time in which an action is performed. Tense refers to the time in which an action is performed. Yes. There are basically three tenses in English. There are three tenses in English. Present tense, past tense and future tense. Present tense, past tense and future tense.
ஹலோ மிஸ்.
Yes. Yes, Aryavan. Hello.
இல்ல மிஸ், தப்பி தெரியாம ஆன் பண்ணிட்டேன் மிஸ்.
Okay. So present tense, past tense and future tense. These are the three tenses in English. Okay. So present tense is the tense in which actions happen now. Past tense is the tense in which the actions are already completed or those that are already happened. And future tense is the tense in which the actions are going to happen. Some action is going to happen. So present tense is the tense in which the actions are happening now. Past tense is the tense in which the actions are already completed. And future tense is the tense in which the actions are going to happen or occur. Now, each of these tenses is again divided into four. Each of these tenses is again divided into four. That is, present tense is divided into four, past tense is divided into four, and future tense is also divided into four. So totally you will get 4 plus 4 plus 4 or 4 into 3, that is 12 tenses. Okay, let me present another screen now. So totally there are 12 tenses. So each tense is different from one tense. Okay, and you will be learning the use of each tense in 2 to 3 classes. Okay, so today we will be focusing only on present tense. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so these are the names of the 12 tenses. Simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. Next is simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Similarly, simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. So this is how the 12 tenses are divided. So present tense is divided into 4, past tense is divided into 4, and future tense is also divided into 4. So now we are going to first check what is present tense and what are the 4 tenses under present tense. But before that, there is a question. Which part of speech is affected by the change in tense? So imagine that you are reading a sentence and you are asked to identify the tense of the sentence. ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ் படிக்க சொல்லி ஐடென்டிஃபை இது எந்த டென்ஸில் இருக்குது அப்படின்னு கேட்டால் you will identify it as either in present tense or past tense or future tense. How can you able to do that? How are you able to do that? Or how can you do it? Some particular word gives you the hint. Some particular word or some particular change in the word helps you to find out the difference. What is that word?
Verb.
It is a verb. So it is the verb that changes according to the change in tense. As studied earlier, there are 3 forms for every main verb. The base form, past form, and the past participle form. So base form is represented as V1, past form as V2, and past participle form as V3. So it is with the help of this V1, V2 and V3 that we are able to identify whether a sentence is in present, past or future tense. Okay, so base form or V1 is used in the present tense. Past form or V2 is used in the past tense. And past participle form or V3 is used in the perfect tenses. Perfect tenses like present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. We have 3 tenses like that. Okay, so it is in the perfect tenses that we use the V3 form. Okay, so now let's move to what is meant by present tense. Is my screen visible to all? Is it clear? Is my screen visible to everyone? Can you just give a reply in the chat box? Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. Fine. So now let's see the first tense, that is simple present tense. The simple present tense, பேர்ல இருக்கிற மாதிரியே, it is very simple. The simple present tense is used to show a habitual or repeated action and routine that happens in our everyday life. Actually, simple present tense is used to show a kind of habit or any repeated action or routine that happens in our everyday life. See, habits or routines, these things will happen every day. Imagine that if you have the habit of reading newspaper, you will do it every day. If you really love reading newspaper, you will do it every day. Similarly, if you have the habit of drinking juice every day, you will be drinking it every day. If somebody has the habit of smoking, he will smoke every day. So habit can be both good or bad. That doesn't matter. So any kind of habit or repeated action or routine. Routine means the daily practice that we are doing. For example, you daily wake up in the morning and go to school. That is a routine. You daily study in the class. That is a routine. You daily meet your friends. That is a routine, except on Sundays. Okay. So all these are called routines. So simple present tense is used to show a habitual or repeated action or routine that happens in our daily life. So we have 3 examples here. Yes. Kavini, can you read the 3 examples? Is Kavini not there? Okay, Pratika, can you read the examples? Yeah.
I go to school every day. We play
Okay.
together in the evening. He smokes.
Okay. So here I go to
Ma'am,
school every. Yes.
okay,
Please switch
Pratika,
off your mic. Please switch off your mic. Okay. So Pratika can read later. Okay. Yeah. So I go to school every day. So here I go to school every day. This is a routine that happens in my life. We play together in the evening. That is also a routine that happens on every evening. He smokes. That is a habit that a person has. He smokes. That is a habit. Okay. So all these kind of habits or routine or actions, repeated actions will take place in simple present tense only. Okay. So let's check what is the structure of this tense. Before moving to the other uses, you must know the structure. Can you see the structure? Structure paak theriyada? Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
subject plus V1 plus object. This
ma'am.
is the structure. Okay, okay. So subject plus V1 plus object. V1 stands for the first form of the verb, base form. So subject plus V1 plus object is the structure of simple present tense. Okay. So here you can see I go to school every day. So I is the subject, go is the V1, to school every day is the object. Similarly, we play together in the evening. So we is the subject, play is the verb, together in the evening is the object. He smokes. Here he is the subject, smokes is the V1 and there is no object, but still it is meaningful. Okay. Now moving to the next example or to the next use of simple present tense. Simple present tense is used to express a universal truth. Universal truth can be any truth that everyone will accept. It should be a truth that the whole world must accept. Okay, so I have given two such examples here. The sun rises in the east and human is the only animal which can think. The sun rises in the east and human is the only animal which can think. So if I tell the sun rises in the west, will anyone agree with me? If I tell the sun rises in the east, will anyone agree with me?
No, miss.
Nobody will agree. If I tell like that, they will think I
Ma'am.
am, yeah, they will think that I am mad if I tell like that. So the sun rises in the east is a universal truth. So the sun is the subject, rises is the V1, in the east is the object. Similarly, human is the only animal which can think. Other animals can also think, but still human is more clever, right? So human is the subject, is the verb, the only animal which can think is the object. So here also that subject plus V1 plus object is followed. Okay. Next is the third use. Before moving to the third use, let me discuss the fourth one. To express scientific facts or permanent truths. Okay, if you want to tell some scientific fact or some permanent truths like universal truths, again you have to use simple present tense only. Okay, so we have some examples here. Yes, Pratika, can you read these examples?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. Human body is made up of cells. Water water boils at 100 degrees Celsius.
Very good, very good. So here, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. Those who are learning science will know that, right? Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. That is, it is the freezing point. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. And human body is made up of cells. So all these are some scientific facts or some permanent truths. These are accepted by everyone. These truths are accepted by the whole world. So such statements are expressed in simple present tense. So universal truths or scientific truths or permanent truths, any truth can be expressed only in simple present tense. Why? Because simple present tense அப்படிங்கிறது it is not only used to show your habit or routine. Any statement that is true always. Yesterday, today and tomorrow it will be the same. அப்படிங்கிற விஷயங்களை நம்ம சிம்பிள் ப்ரெசன்ட் டென்ஸில் தான் சொல்லுவோம். இப்போ வாட்டர் ஃப்ரீசஸ் அட் 0 டிகிரி செல்சியஸ்னு நான் நேற்றுக்கு சொல்லியிருந்தாலும் இன்னைக்கு சொன்னாலும் இல்லை நாளைக்கு சொன்னாலும் it is the same. That is not going to change. Nobody can change it too. So hence we can express that in simple present tense. Okay. And now moving to the third one, third use, to express a future action already planned. Future action na you will think it is expressed only in future tense. But there are cases, there are situations where some actions are already planned. Okay, imagine some incident is going to happen tomorrow. So tomorrow is future, but still everything is ready. Everything is already pre-planned. It is already scheduled. So in such a case, you can use simple present tense to describe that, whatever you have planned. Okay, we have 3 examples here. Adityan, can you read the examples? Adityan, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Adityan. You are from Kerala, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Adityan, ma'am.
Did you attend yesterday's class, Adityan?
My name is Harita.
Harita. Okay, okay. Harita,
Yes.
did you attend yesterday's class?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't notice. Okay. Yes, Harita, you can read the examples.
The exam starts at 10 o'clock. She leaves to her office tomorrow morning. The CM inaugurates the function at 11 a.m.
Okay, okay. So here the exam starts at 10 o'clock. So imagine that the exam is tomorrow. I am having an exam tomorrow, and the exam is planned to start at 10 o'clock. So this is already planned by the school or the college. So I can express this action, an already planned action in simple present tense. The exam starts at 10 o'clock. Maybe I can tell on Monday or on Wednesday or Friday, like that. The exam starts at 10 o'clock. Next is she leaves to her office tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning only I am going to leave to office. I mean, she is going to leave to office. But still, I can write it in simple present tense. She leaves to her office tomorrow morning. The CM inaugurates the function at 11 a.m. So imagine that the CM is going to come to your school tomorrow. So he is going to come only tomorrow at 11 a.m. But everything is planned and scheduled. So I can tell the CM inaugurates the function at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So even if the action is in future tense, you can use simple present tense to express them. Okay. So this is how simple present tense is used. So simple present tense, the first use is to show a habitual or repeated action and routine that happens in our everyday life. The second use is to express a universal truth. The third use is to express a future action already planned. And the fourth use is to express scientific facts or permanent truths. Okay. And this is the structure of simple present tense. Subject plus V1 plus object. Okay. So now we have some examples. Okay. So somebody can read these examples now.
My name is Sheila. The earth is in a spherical shape. I am a little girl.
You have to read it spherical shape. Can you read it again?
My name is Sheila. The earth is in a spherical shape.
It is not
I am a
spherical.
little
That is spherical illagana spherical. Okay.
spherical shape. I am a little girl. She goes to school. He is my brother.
She goes to school. Okay.
Okay. My parents love me a lot. Ankita is a dancer. I have a big house. The milk is white in color. John does exercise regularly. Students do their homework. Manoj goes for a walk every day.
Very good, very good. Okay, so here all these sentences are in simple present tense only, because here you can see the earth is in a spherical shape. For example, we pronounce it as spherical. Spherical, okay? Spherical அப்படின்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது, spherical. PH வந்தா அந்த ஃபாங்கிற சவுண்டு வரணும், spherical. So the earth is in a spherical shape.
Okay,
Actually,
ma'am.
yeah, earth or shape வந்து we call it geoid. Okay, but I have just given this from my book. Okay, the earth is in a spherical shape. This is a universal truth. I am a little girl. That is a universal truth. If I am a small girl, then I can tell I am a little girl. That is also a truth. He is my brother. That is also a truth. My parents love me a lot. Ankita is a dancer. I have a big house. The milk is white in color. If I tell the milk is black in color, people will throw stones at me. Right? So that is also a permanent truth. Then John does exercise regularly. That is a routine, a habit. Students do their homework. That is also a routine. And finally, Manoj goes for a walk every day. That is also a routine. Okay, this is how simple present tense is expressed. Now moving to the second tense, present continuous tense. So is there any doubt in the simple present tense? If no, we can move to the second tense. Okay,
No, ma'am.
okay, fine. So I think we can start present continuous tense. So present continuous tense is used to show actions that is happening right now in the present. So if some action is happening right now in the present tense, we can call it present continuous tense. So if a sentence is in present continuous tense, if the subject is continuously doing an action in the present tense. A sentence is in present tense, or that is present continuous tense, if the subject is continuously doing an action in the present tense. Right now, if I am doing something, இப்போ இந்த minute நான் இப்ப என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன், I am teaching you, right? So that is in present continuous tense. If the subject is continuously doing an action in the present tense, that is expressed in present continuous tense. For example, I am teaching in a private school. Aaron is studying. Children are playing in the park. So here you can see, I am teaching in a private school. Aaron is studying. Children are playing in the park. So all these are happening continuously. So how can we identify that it is in continuous tense? It is with the help of the verb. Teaching, studying, playing, all these are in V1 plus ing form. Okay, now let's check the structure. This is the structure of present continuous tense. Subject plus is or am or are plus V1 plus ing plus object. Subject plus is or am or are plus V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, so here you can see subject will be there in all sentences. Is or am or are, that will also be present. If the subject is singular, we shall use is. If the subject is plural, we shall use are. And where do we use am? Where do we use am?
Ma'am, I.
What I?
Ma'am, while using I, we use am.
If the subject is I, we use am. Okay, and V1 plus ing plus object. So since this is a present continuous tense, we use V1 plus ing form. Please note, for any continuous tense, okay, we have present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. In all these cases, we are using V1 plus ing form only. Got it? So now you can check the examples. I am teaching in a private school. So I is the subject. I plus am, you can't use is or are. Plus teaching is V1 plus ing. In a private school is the object. Clear? Similarly, Aaron is studying. So Aaron is the subject. Aaron is singular, so you are using is. Plus studying. verb plus ing, that is v1 plus ing, and there is no object here. There is no object here. Okay, then children are playing in the park. So children is the subject, are, because children is plural, so plus are, plus playing is v1 plus ing, in the park is the object. So here the verbs teaching, studying and playing are used in a continuous tense. The sentences show actions that happen right now, hence they are examples for present continuous tense. Okay, so these are present continuous tenses. Now, there is one more use for present continuous tense, to denote a near future action already planned. If there is already an action that is planned to happen in the near future means இன்னைக்கு நைட்டு இல்லைனா இன்னைக்கு ஈவினிங், ரொம்ப தூரம் இல்லை, கொஞ்ச நேரத்தில். To denote a near future action, you can also use present continuous tense. For example, I am going to a movie tonight. I am going to cook a special dish for you. So I am going to அப்படின்னு வரும்போது it is in present continuous tense. I am going to a movie tonight. It means I am going to watch a movie today night. Similarly, I am going to cook a special dish for you. Here again, I am going to cook a special dish for you. That is also in present continuous tense. And there is one additional tip. Words like now, right now, at present, at this moment, still, today, etc. are used in present continuous tense. So words like now, right now, at present, at this moment, still, today, etc. can be used in this tense. இந்த டென்ஸ்ல சென்டென்ஸ் எழுதும்போது இந்த வேர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். நவ், ரைட் நவ், அட் ப்ரெசென்ட், அட் திஸ் மொமெண்ட், ஸ்டில், டுடே, இதெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். Okay, if I tell I am teaching now, or I am teaching right now, or I am teaching at present, it is not compulsory that you should use these words, but if you use it, it will give more clarity. Okay, so this is the structure: subject plus is or am or are plus v1 plus ing plus object. So I want you all to write down the structures. Okay, structure எழுதினா தான் உங்களுக்கு புரியும். Yes, now we have some examples here. So let me call out somebody new. Okay, who is there? Suguna. Suguna is?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, can you read the examples?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
I'm walking through the street.
Treat.
Reena is eating a pancake.
Hmm.
Anu is eating a pizza.
Hmm.
Rohan is going to school by bus.
Hmm.
He is completing his homework.
Hmm.
Rani is working in the school.
Hmm.
You are looking beautiful.
Hmm.
He is sleeping. She is looking like an angel.
Like an angel. An angel. Hmm.
We are working. We
Hmm.
are working hard. They are traveling to Kerala.
Very good, very good. Which class you are studying in?
8th, ma'am.
8th. Your name kanna? Lakshana. What's your name?
Latisha.
Latisha. Okay, Lakshana vera, Latisha vera. Seri. Okay. So I am walking through the street. Reena is eating a pancake. Anu is eating a pizza. Instead of telling pizza, you can tell pizza. Pizza is the correct pronunciation. Pizza. Try telling it pizza. Pizza. Okay. Mindliye solli parunga. Pizza. Okay. Rohan is going to school by bus. He is completing his homework. Rani is working in a school. You are looking beautiful. He is sleeping. She is looking like an angel. We are working hard. They are traveling to Kerala. So all these sentences are in present continuous tense. So this is all about present continuous tense. Any doubts in this tense? If there are no doubts, we can move to the next tense. If you're having any doubts, you can switch on your mic and ask.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, then I think we can move to the next tense, right? So the next tense is present perfect tense. With present perfect tense, I think we can stop today's session. Present perfect continuous can be taken in the next class, okay? Because I don't want you to get confused with learning all the tenses. Okay, so present perfect tense. This tense is little special. Okay, I will just read the definition first. Present perfect tense is used to show an action which has happened just before some time or a while before. അതാണിത്. Some action took place just before some time. Imagine that it took place half an hour back or 15 minutes back. So actually speaking, that is in past tense only. 15 minutes முன்னாடி ஆனாலும் 5 minutes முன்னாடி ஆனாலும் past is past. But ரொம்ப பாஸ்ட்னு நமக்கு சொல்ல முடியாது. அது வந்து ரொம்ப நேரம் முன்னாடி நடந்ததுன்னு we cannot call it. Near past. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay, நான் homework முடிச்சிட்டேம்மா. You used to tell, right? அம்மா நான் படிச்சிட்டேன். அம்மா நான் homework முடிச்சிட்டேன். It means that you completed it just 5 or 10 minutes back or 15 minutes back. So here present perfect tense is used to show such actions. அப்ப இது எதனால presentல வருது? Why does it come in present tense and not in past tense? It is because these actions didn't take place a long back. They didn't take place a long back. Just before some time only it happened. So there is a connection between past tense and present tense here. They are linked. The action is linked between past tense and present tense. That is the reason you are showing these actions in present perfect tense. அப்ப இந்த டென்ஸுக்கு என்ன பேரு? Present perfect tense. So in this tense we will learn about past actions that happened just before some time. Okay, கொஞ்ச நேரம் முன்னாடி நடந்த past actions காமிக்க யூஸ் பண்றது தான் present perfect tense. Okay, so we have some examples here. Yes, Prakshana, can you read these examples? Or Uma ma'am, can you read these examples?
Um, uh, Mom,
Yeah,
my mom,
your mom left the meet?
yes, Mom. So I joined in this
Okay, yeah,
phone.
please go ahead. Okay.
You have written a letter. I have just finished my work. Ram has broken his arm.
Okay, so here you can see you have written a letter. So this is a positive sentence. So you have written a letter. So it means that I have just written a letter, or you have just written a letter some minutes back or some hours back. I have just finished my work. Ram has broken his arm. So these actions would have taken place in the near past. Just like near future னு சொன்னோம் இல்லையா கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி, அது மாதிரி near past கொஞ்ச நேரம் முன்னாடி நடந்த விஷயங்களை we express in present perfect tense. Now you must know the structure of this tense, right? This is the structure. Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. So subject plus, instead of using is or am or are, you are using has or have. The subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Okay, so where to use has and where to use have. You should know two things when studying this tense. First is where to use has and where to use have, and why we are using V3. Okay, V1, V2, V3 la why we are using V3 here. Okay, first இந்த questionக்கு answer பண்ணுங்க. Where to use has and have. How to use it. ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ்ல has யூஸ் பண்ணுமா have யூஸ் பண்ணுமான்னு how will you decide? Come on, it's very easy. It is just like is or was, is or are only. Sorry?
Have is used to plural.
Hmm.
Ma'am, the subject is singular, we use has. Subject is plural, we use have.
That's it. That's all. Very good, Harita. If the subject is singular, you are using has. For example, he has, she has, it has, Anu has, Priya has, etc. If the subject is plural, we use have. I have, you have, we have, they have, children have, teachers have, people have. Okay, children, students, people, teachers, all these are plural subjects. I, you, they, we are plural, and also some other plural subjects are there like students, teachers, children, people, etc. So whenever the subject is singular, you use has, and whenever it is plural, you use have. Now coming to the second question, why are we using V3? V3 is called the past participle form of the verb. Past participle form means it can be used only with has, have or had. இந்த V3 வந்து எப்படின்னா you can use it only with has, have or had. இங்க இப்ப had இல்லையேன்னு நீங்க கேட்கலாம். You may ask, ma'am, where is had? Had will come in past perfect tense. This is present perfect tense. So only has and have will come. In past perfect tense also you will use this V3 only. And there the structure will be subject plus had plus V3 plus object. அங்க அப்படி மாறும் structure. Okay, that we shall learn in the next Sunday. So subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. So has or have வரதுனால you are using the past participle form of the verb, that is V3. Got it? So now you can see in these examples you have written a letter. So here you is the subject plus have plus written is the V3 form of write plus a letter is the object. Next, I have just finished my work. So I is the subject plus have plus finished is the verb. My work is the object. Ram has broken his arm. So Ram is the subject plus has. Ram is singular, so you are using has plus broken is the V3. His arm is the object. Broken is the V3 of which verb? Broken is the V3 of which verb?
Break.
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 Very good. Break, broke, broken. Good. Next, we have two more uses. We have two more uses for present perfect tense. To express past actions whose time is not given. Sometimes சில past actions நம்ம சொல்லும்போது time சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க. There will be no time. Without mentioning a time, we can express some past actions. There is one example here. I have seen him before. I have seen him before. இப்போ நான் இதுக்கு முன்னாடி அவனை எங்கேயோ பார்த்திருக்கேன். I have seen him before. It means I have seen him in the past, but the time is not known. I'm not sure where I met him and when did I meet him. I'm not sure about that. So such sentences can be expressed in present perfect tense. Okay. And moving to the third use, to express an action which happened before the expected time in the past. And the word already is used in such sentences. Okay, imagine that you have some task to complete. Okay, and you thought of completing it by tomorrow, but fortunately you completed it today itself. நாளைக்கு பண்ணணும்னு நினைச்சது fortunately இன்னைக்கே முடிச்சிட்டீங்க. So you have already completed that task. So to express an action which happened before the expected time, you can use present perfect tense and along with the word already. You can use that word already. For example, I have already booked the tickets. Similarly, she has already paid the fee. So here you can see I have already booked the tickets. So subject plus have plus booked is the V3 plus the tickets is the object. So already is an additional word. Similarly, she has already paid the fee. So she is the subject plus has. She is singular, so you are using has plus paid is the V3 plus the fee is the object. This is how present perfect tense is used. So there are totally three uses. The first use is to show an action which is completed in the recent past. Second one is to show past actions whose time is not given. And the third use is to express an action which happened before the expected time in the past. And the structure of this tense is subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Now we have an explanation here. Present perfect tense. Okay, can somebody read this definition for me? The one in the pink color box. Who is that? Lakshana, you can read it. Yeah.
This tense is used to indicate a link between the present and the past. The time of the action is before now but no specified.
But not specified. Okay. So
Okay, ma'am.
this is the definition of present perfect tense. So a link is there between this present tense and past tense. There is a connection between present tense and past tense. This tense is used to indicate a link between the present and past tense, and the time of the action is before now. That is in past, but it is not clear. It is not specified. Okay. So we have three examples. One is a positive sentence, the other one is a negative sentence, and the last one is a question. So the first one is, you have written a letter. So subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object is the structure. You have written a letter. This is a positive sentence. Next is, you have not written a letter. If I write like that, that is a negative sentence. And if I want to frame a question, then it can be, have you written a letter? So when you're framing questions, the structure will change. It is has or have plus subject plus V3 plus object. Structure is also slightly changing. First subject varum usually, but when you're forming questions, the auxiliary verb comes first. Has or have plus subject plus V3 plus object. So have you written a letter? Okay. So now we have a few examples. Yes, somebody can read these examples and then we shall wind up the session. Who is ready? Okay, Kavini, you can read 5 examples. Pratika can read 5 examples. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I have gone to Chennai. I have bought a pouch. You have completed the work. Aaron has scored good marks. We have celebrated Christmas.
Very good. So here, can you identify the V3 verbs here, Kavini? The verbs in the V3 form. Can you also identify that?
Yes, ma'am.
What are the verbs?
Gone.
Okay.
Gone.
Gone. Then the second sentence.
Bought.
Hmm.
Bought. Completed. Scored. Celebrated.
Okay. Okay. So next, Pratika, you can read from 6 to 10 and identify the V3 verbs. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. They have studied together very hard. He has gone to America. She has tried a lot. My mother has cooked biryani for me. It has run for a long time. Studied, gone, tried, cooked, run.
Very good. Okay, so what is the V1 form of gone? V1 form of gone?
Go,
Go. And what is the V2?
going,
No, that is V1 plus ing.
Went.
Went.
Ma'am, went.
Went, yes. Go, went, and gone. Okay, I go to school, I went to school, I have gone to school. Okay, and what about the last one? Run. Run is the V3. And what is the V1 for run?
Ma'am, also run.
V1 is also run. So it is run, ran, run. The V1 and V3 are same. There is another word in English. There is another verb whose V1 and V3 are same. Can you try? Which word is that?
Ma'am, eat.
Sorry?
Eat.
Eat, no.
Eat,
Eat, eaten will come, right? There is another word whose V1 and V3 are same.
On C.
No,
Cut.
no. V1 and V3 are same, not V2 and V3. V1 and V3. Okay, I will give a clue. The word starts with C.
Ma'am, come.
C.
Ma'am, come.
Come, came, come. Yes. Come and come. V1 and V3 are same and came is the V2 form. Okay, so some words, a few words are having like this exception. V1 and V3 will be the same. Okay. So we have completed 3 tenses today. V1, sorry, present tense, simple present, present continuous and present perfect tense. So in the next class we shall continue from present perfect continuous tense. Okay, so hope today's class was interesting. Any doubts in today's session?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Aryavan, you are a new student. Attend all the classes on Sundays at 10:15 a.m. Okay. It is our class is on all
Okay,
Sundays.
ma'am.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
students. Fine. So shall we wind up the session? Can we close the session?
Bye, miss.
Bye bye. Okay. Okay, fine. So see you on next Sunday. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Okay, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, students.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.